So I thought this is our last week of just recording in person, which is so nice and easy. We got to go back to internet recording after this, but I thought let's just have a nice chill in-person podcast for now, where usually we just do TV stuff, but every once in a blue moon we do a little music episode because it's neat, I think, to go through these bands now that I grew up with are old as hell, so you can see a progression. And I guess it's easier too because all of this stuff is more videos and things. Like I suppose bands from your era was more rare. Like music videos, I guess there were some in the 70s, but really I feel like that's an 80s thing before music videos started. So yeah, we did one about Red Hot Chili Peppers and we did one about Linkin Park. But what just came to mind for me is this guy Everlast. I think you know a song or two by this guy, but does the name Everlast ring any bells?
No.
Uh, like, then you really might know what it's like.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that guy. So the album that came out after that was called Eat It Whitey's, and I remember I had it when I lived the first place I moved into when I moved out of the family home. I had that album and I listened to it all the time. And they just released the 25th anniversary edition, and I was like, oh, geez, time sure does fly. 25 years ago, I had that album. Dang. But that guy, I just think is an interesting case because his career is so weird. Like before he did that song, What It's Like, he had like two other whole entire styles of musical career before that. So I just think it'll be kind of neat to pop in. I've got 7 little music videos from throughout his career. Because basically, well, he started off as a rap guy. So everybody was very surprised when he put out this heartfelt acoustic guitar song. And they're like, that's the guy? But that's the second time people said, that's the guy? Because even within his rap career, it's like a career unlike anyone else I can think of. I can't think of anybody else who kind of got as lucky as him. Where, well, I guess I'll just explain as we go through. Because his first album came out in 1990 when he was a rapper. So it was like 80s style rap, that old 80s style of like, it's tricky to rock a rhyme is right on time. It was like everything in 80s rap was like a children's rhyme. It was very precise, which was cool when people were good at it. But if you were bad at it, it sounded really corny. And presumably this guy Everlast, his real name's Erik Schrody, presumably he is a good rapper. He got a record deal somehow, right? But this first album he put out is so corny and so bad that he says, like in hindsight, the best thing that ever happened to him is that this album failed so much that no one really knew that it even happened. Because this was the era of like 10 years before Eminem, 10 years before being a white rapper was like a legitimate thing. This was the Vanilla Ice era. And it really feels like that. It just feels like, okay, we got this. I mean, he's pretty handsome when he was young, but we got this handsome, pretty boy. We put him in a suit. He sings these corny rhymes and no one likes it. And this song in particular, it's called I Got the Knack. So it's a rap song based on My Sharona, by the Knack. But instead of just a quick shout out, like I got the knack like My Sharona, made a whole song that's like a My Sharona ripoff, and it just sucks. Let's just watch it and this is one of these things where it's only 3 minutes long, but it feels like it takes a million years for this song to end. Like, I was certainly, not that I knew who he was at this point, but I would not have been a fan. And nobody else was either. This was his weird start to his career. And I just think, like, when you see his, I mean, What It's Like, obviously, that song. But when you see the other stuff that came in between also, it's like, what the heck was this? I can only assume that it's a combination of just that was the style of the time. And that he wasn't like asserting himself. He had a record label that's like, we'll make you famous, son. Here, do this, do that, do all this crap. And it just really didn't work. So this is I Got the Knack by Everlast. And yeah, again, keep in mind that the best thing that ever could have happened with this is what happened. That no one liked it and no one paid attention and almost no one even knew this was a thing.
Get up, everybody, and listen to this rhyme. My name is Everlast, and yo, I'm always on time. I got what it takes to make this groove complete, and when my DJ is cutting, he's never missing a beat. I'm down with the syndicate, and they're down with me. I'm also down with Divine, Bilal, and Quincy D. Terry B, DJ Lethal, and my brother Cool Nick. Kid Jazz, Scratch, Bango, big checks. Ones, fives, tens, and 20s. 100 G's and I'm pulling honey. Left and right, day and night. You gotta see it to believe it. It's quite a sight to roll on my tip. To get a sip of this poetic performer that's fully equipped. But I'm out to get paid, not to get late. All across the country, my records get played. At radio stations, clubs, and on tours. And after every show, I make 3 encores. Sleep on me now. For my time will come. Everlast, last forever. That's why I'm number one. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack.
Oh, yeah.
Hit me.
All right, check this out.
Step up, place your bet, and I'll serve your portion. But first I must issue just one word of caution. Dope lyric presentations on my soul notoriety. Everlast is on the rise, moving through society. My voice is moist, reciting choice vocals, respected worldwide and feared by locals. Popping junk out your punk mouth, making bets. It's too late for regrets. It's time to pay your debts. Everlast is the name that I bear. A poetic demigod with skin that's fair. So sleep on me now, for my time will come. Everlast, last forever. That's why I'm number one. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. I got the knack. You got it, you know I feel alright. Now there's too many people in this world trying to play me like I'm some kind of sucker. Constantly they disobey me, telling me what's selling, what kind of records get charted. Sound like him, sound like her, but they all sound retarded. Taking very little time to write down a rhyme. It's confusing to see so many people so blind. Some think that it's a sellout, rhyming to this beat, but Everlast take any groove and make it sound complete. I got the knack.
So yeah, the grand debut of Everlast. How do you like that tune?
I thought the video was the shits.
It was very, though,
The song
representative of the
itself
era.
is very representative of crap that came out in the 1990s. A lot of it all sounded like that, and the production of it is, decent, but it's bad. It's lucky that he didn't make anything of it, because the makers of My Sharona definitely would have sued him.
Well, I'm sure they paid, well, there was a thing-
Royalties or whatever, because
Yeah.
there's definitely like the chords from My Sharona. Man, he doesn't just do it once
Yeah.
or twice. That has to show up at least 15 times in that song.
Yeah, no, I know in the 80s you could get away with using samples more. Like there's this Beastie Boys album called Paul's Boutique that has hundreds of samples, and like nowadays it's legally, you couldn't do it. So at this point I'm sure they paid the knack, for that. But yeah, that's what I find weird about hip hop music, is like, because it is just usually such a repetitive loop, it better be a good one, because there is no verse, chorus, verse. It's the same thing over and over. And yeah, you can't just do the sting for My Sharona 80 times.
And it doesn't even have, even the video. Sometimes you'll have those crappy songs, but the video is very entertaining. This wasn't. Bunch of yahoos flipping around, dancing around, and that's all.
Yeah, and a lot of videos were like that at the time. But I mean, obviously, I can't help but think of Vanilla Ice. But Vanilla Ice, like that song, Ice, Ice Baby, which again was just Under Pressure from Queen and David Bowie, but a better sample, a catchier song. Also, just this guy was like a one-hit wonder without the one hit. So it's just like, what was this? So yeah, I mean, that thing, just a calamitous failure. And he's admitted it in later years. He's like, the greatest gift. Like at the time, I'm sure he was bummed out that no one liked his album, but very soon afterward, he was like, mopping his brow. Because the very next thing, so that fell apart.
Catchy though. I got the knack. Kind of catchy. I could see that becoming an earwig in somebody's life, where they
earworm.
just want to, or earworm. Yeah, they just want to get rid of it out of their head.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the tightrope you walk, is like that'll get stuck in your head, but not in a Ice Ice Baby way. In a again, like I was saying,
Just in a way that you said, God, I got to get that out of my mind. God, go away.
Yeah, or just go listen to the Knack. Yeah, so I don't even know if I've ever listened to that whole album, but there were some other singles. They're all along those lines, and yeah, just I don't know. It's just, again, I don't know the exact history of how he got that record deal, but he did have some singles in the 80s, and like presumably he was respected enough to get a deal. I don't know. So, and he showed in later years he's obviously talented, but yeah, that was an utter misfire. And what happened next is so completely different. That's how I was saying, like, not only is What It's Like different, where he broke at the guitar, even before that, he went through these total transformations, because this one is Jump Around by House of Pain, which I don't know if you'll know this song, but there's a good chance, because this is the most famous thing he ever did, but it's like, just played in the malls all the time, or played in restaurants. It's like one of those songs that's probably being played at a sports game right now, somewhere in the world. It just became, the way he described it is, it's like Louie Louie of the 90s. It's just one of these songs that won't go away that he was involved in. But yeah, he completely transformed himself, where instead of this guy in the suit, handsome-ass guy with his hair swept back, now he's a bald Irish dude. He's playing into his Irishness, because this is also kind of like the hip-hop version of an Irish drinking song. And he looks like he could beat you up in this video. It's amazing that it's the same guy. And I did see some comments on YouTube. Again, most people didn't know who he was, but the occasional person who did hear his whack-ass My Sharona song were like, that's the guy? That's the same guy? How the hell is that the same guy? Nothing about this seems like that guy. But it's lucky to him that the whole world didn't have to do that. Because, I don't know, if he had been a Vanilla Ice one-hit wonder and then tried to reinvent himself, I don't think it would have happened. Because even Vanilla Ice tried that. He had a rock and roll new metal band, and everyone was like, get out of here, you're Vanilla Ice. So the luckiness of Everlast is he didn't have to worry about that, because no one knew that first album happened. So yeah, this one, Jump Around, I don't know, it's a 50-50. Maybe you'll go like, oh, I've heard this song, but maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, this became an enormous hit, and it really is just weird. It's like, that's that guy, huh? He just pretended none of that ever happened. So here's Jump Around by House of Pain. Oh, I guess I should say too, this song is so famous, to my generation, that I feel like if you had somebody my age who was in a coma and was totally unresponsive, if you just said, pack 'em up, pack 'em in, let me begin, they'd go like, I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. Everyone in my age group knows this song. It really is like Louie Louie to us.
Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, trying to play me out like as if my name was Sega. But I ain't going out like no punk bitch. Get used to one style AO when I might switch it up and around. Then buck down, put out your head and then you wake up in the dawn of the dead. with ya. I'm coming to get ya. Spitting out lyrics, homie, I with ya. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Yeah. This is dedicated to jump. The thing, get colder. Grab your bows out.
So yeah, that was Everlast version 2. And yeah, like I said, that song was weird because I was pretty young when that came out. I remember like the first time I went to the mall with my own money to buy like a cassette tape. Those were kind of the choices of the era. I remember like my friend Brad was like, you should buy Bare Naked Ladies. And my cousin Dan was like, you should buy House of Pain. And I ended up buying a Faith No More album. But those those were the contemporaries of the time. And yeah, a huge hit. And I'm sure, yeah, he was like, whew, thank goodness. Thank God I got a do-over. Because like not a lot of people get that. And yeah, like would you have, even watching those back to back, would you have even known that was the same guy?
No, probably not. No.
Yeah, it's amazing how much just a little goatee and buzzing your hair off
Shaving your hair, yeah.
and just the whole attitude and yeah, just like
Yeah, and I mean, and you change your suit into a Celtics t-shirt and you've got the tattoos on your arm, all that's exposed, whereas in the suit,
yeah.
he's covered up. He's really covered up well in the suit.
So as far as anyone knew, that was his debut. mostly that's all anyone knew. And anyone, like I said, anyone who did know, the rare person was like, what the heck? Wow, weird. So yeah, and again, that song, it's not my favorite song. It's actually definitely not my favorite House of Pain song, but it's just undeniably a huge hit. So it's like, whatever, it's no point. Doesn't matter if you like it or not, I guess, because it's just like, it's the song, it's just insane how huge that song is.
Actually, I didn't find the song itself that much different than the Knack.
Yeah, it's very similar because it's the same concept.
Yeah, it's the same concept, but it's a repetition of words like, I got the knack, jump, jump, jump. Yeah. I got the knack, jump, jump.
And even the production of the song is like, yeah, we'll take a little loop from a song, but in this case, it's some obscure old, funk song or something.
Yeah,
and,
it doesn't jump out like the first one, like
right.
My Sharona. Geez, you can't miss that.
But yeah, so that was his rebirth, and it seemed like, oh, great, we have a big hit, everything's going great. But there's a reason why his second rebirth happened, and it's basically that song is not at all representative of House of Pain. I mean, the band's called House of Pain. Why are they doing this silly-ass jump song? Jump, jump, And it turns out like that, they are proud of that song. It's not one of these cases where they're like, we hate that one big hit song that we had. But it was unusual because their normal DJ didn't make that beat. It was the guy who is Cypress Hill's beat guy made this. And yeah, I mean, it kind of was like a novelty song. It wasn't like any of their other stuff because their other songs are all serious and about things, which kind of makes sense later on when he's doing his acoustic songs that are serious and about things. Like, that's what he always wanted to do. It wasn't. First, he had his failure of being kind of light and frothy. Then he had his success of being kind of light and frothy. But House of Pain, right away after this, they had 2 more albums and never had another song like that in the further albums. And I like the other albums way better because they're all cool and dark and, they're just better, but not popular. Like if you want to be embraced by the masses, you want to jump, everybody jump. Fun Irish video, you don't want to give them a big deep song. So they tried for a while to steer House of Pain into the direction that he would go into later, and it just, no one was in for that. They're like, nah, kind of in a similar way of like having to live down his My Sharona song. Now he has to try to live down Jump Around, because everyone's like, yeah, we just want you to jump around, buddy. We don't want to hear you talk about it.
We want to be happy. We all want to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
House of Pain put out a couple more albums, but like by the final album they put out, I think they broke up before it even came out. It's got like no promotion from the record label. It just fell apart. But I will play you one more House of Pain song just to show you what House of Pain is actually like, because I do love this song. But this is called The Have-Nots. And not only is this way more what House of Pain more was like later on, but also his voice. his voice is obviously a lot different in these early ones, as opposed to, and you really might know what it's like. And I don't know what happened, second puberty or something, because when he does interviews, he's not faking it. Like, he's like, let me tell you the story about Jump Around. Here's how that happened. Like, that's his voice now. But somehow just in his early 20s, his voice got deeper. I don't know what happened there, but you'll notice too, his voice is like way different than it was in Fun Time Jump Around. But yeah, like I do really like this song, The Have-Nots, but this is not famous. No one knows this song. No one cares about it. It's not a hit. But that's kind of where he got stuck again. It's like, this is the kind of stuff I want to do, and nobody cares.
Uplift your soul, get your house in order. MCs be acting like they walking on water. I'll break you down like a poem wrote in haiku. Who you want lie to? Boy, I crucify you. Hammer to the nails, commence the impaling. My acid flashback, got everything trailing. I'm sailing blind on the open seas, like an overloaded boat of Haitian refugees. And I'm on my knees, my face on the rug, one more prostration for my salvation. My gin's bucking up, it's got me fucking up. The core of my flesh and my soul won't mesh. So lick a shot when I heat up the spot. I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when I heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when the gun get hot? Lick a shot when I heat up the spot. I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when I heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when the gun get hot? Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. I got the pressures of the world coming down all around me. I thought I was lost, but thank God you found me. I'm getting crazy at this, a suicide. Lord, I've tried to make the best of what I got. I keep taking pop shots from the critic and the media. That's what it be to ya. But you can stick it where the sun don't shine, cause I'm going for mine. I rock it all the time. Here comes the pain. Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when the gun get hot? Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. Boy, I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when my gun get hot? Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. Here come now, here come now, here come now. Now in the race full of rats that be holding gaps, I run the hustle on the legend like Minnesota Fats. Not domino, cause your wisdom found a thrill. Drunk off Strawberry Hill, the episode was rerunning. Over and 3 times a lady. She said, peep the scene, Ebby, I ain't shady, but you and me is hush hush, the word be mum. If you keep the low, bro, I'll still give you some. Cause I got the man and he pays my bills. He keeps my wares real fly and hooks my hair and nails. But baby, don't sweat it, baby, keep calm. Baby, don't worry, I'll be V8 calm. I could run 3 days off a bowl of rice and a piece of fish. I'll grant you every wish, so lick a shot when the heat up the spot. I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when the gun get hot? Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. I'm taking from the haves cause I be the have-not. Lick a shot when the heat up the spot. Boy, where you want run when the gun get hot? Benevolence, mercy, discipline. Benevolence, mercy, discipline. Benevolence, mercy, discipline. Benevolence, mercy, discipline.
So yeah, he was back in the land of being unpopular, but at least he was unpopular now with cool songs.
Sounds like he's getting a little bit of depth, a little bit of growth, where those other ones are very, very superficial, very happy, saccharine type songs. And whereas this one, you can see he's kind of looking a little bit more maybe into his soul and saying, okay, like what's life really about? And the voice too matches that, because you couldn't sing this song with that higher, happy voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Imagine if he had this voice though, jump around, jump around. Yeah, like he's obviously pretty talented. He's like a chameleon, really. But it's neat that he
well,
pulled it
that's a
off.
sign of a good musician or a good artist when they can change. They're just not a repetition of the same thing over and over and over again. The first two songs were different songs, but there really wasn't much difference between them. This one, yeah, you can see that it's quite a dramatic change. So, yeah, he's growing and he's willing to take change and promote it rather than just regurgitating what's already been successful.
And it is one of those things, like he said in interviews, like instead of doing the same thing over and over, he would prefer to just try something and fail, which is easy to say. A lot of people claim that, but it's not a lot of people that really do it. Like David Bowie comes to mind, but after that, not many people do, who really do put their money where their mouth is and try all this weird different stuff. How much of it was like because you had to? Who knows? But hey, whatever, however you get there is fine. Because it can also, I can't really fault the House of Pain fans that just like, hey, this song's on Jock Jams. I love this song. I love to jump around. You can understand why they didn't. At this point, it's 2 albums later. He's like, giving to the haves because I be the have-not. They're like, shut up. I don't care. I'm not here for this, whereas I was here for this. Well, but I kind of went backwards because I didn't really know his stuff until he became a guitar guy. And I was like, and then I had that same experience of like, oh, that's the House of Pain guy? That's weird. And then I went back and went through House of Pain, and it made more sense because as you listen to House of Pain albums, you're like, oh yeah, like Jump Around is not a good example of that band. So yeah, then.
But if you look at it from early development of music, yeah, there's a lot of people when they start out do some pretty superficial, light-hearted stuff, and then they go into the darker side.
Yeah.
Or the deeper side.
Yeah, it doesn't really go the other way that often. It's hard to...
No, you don't usually start off with something really deep, and then you'd have to have something light that people will pay attention to you. And a lot of people, like I hear people all the time saying, I don't want to listen to music that makes me sad or makes me think. I don't want to watch movies that are thought-provoking. I want to be entertained. I want to feel good about things, and that's all I want to listen to. So guys who actually go a whole different road and try the deeper side or the darker side or whatever, yeah, they are taking a bit of a risk. But hey, kudos to them, because then usually they're the guys that last. And years later, people look back and say, wow, that guy really had some good stuff to say. Anybody that really gives a lot of thought, because people who don't will just always go on with, I want the happy, 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 happy songs. And they'll never go back and listen to all other stuff and put a good perspective on it.
It's nice too, I guess, as an artist. I mean, it's again, an extremely hard thing to pull off. Because again, David Bowie's one of the few that really comes to mind immediately. But if you can pull this off of succeeding in different genres and different styles, then you can do whatever. Like at this point, Everlast puts out, he has side bands. He kind of reformed House of Pain under a different name, and he does mixtapes and he does acoustic guitar stuff.
You're saying about David Bowie, but I'm thinking Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, Bob Dylan, when he came out with the electric guitar stuff, I mean, he had people booing him and, get off the stage, because he had totally changed the genre of just a simple guitar and folky type sound to something completely different. And he said, well, I'm doing it anyway. And then he just kept going on and on and on and on and on.
And then, of course, the good old Beatles. I mean, when I do think of, just take the Rolling Stones, I guess. You can say, which band you like better, Beatles or Rolling Stones. But regardless of which one you like better, you can't deny that the Rolling Stones just kept doing the same type of songs.
Yeah, they usually promoted the same thing. They didn't change that much, whereas the Beatles did. They changed quite dramatically from I Want to Hold Your Hand and Love Me Do and all that into sitars and Abbey Roads and all kinds of weird stuff later on.
But yeah, basically, so House of Pain fell apart. And he's like, all right, here we go again. And this all happens like in such quick succession. It's like 2 years between each of these videos that I've shown you, basically. And he was basically just going to go on and do a solo album again, back to like the first album with just him by himself, but hopefully better this time. But it was just going to be a rap album. And it still is half rap songs, but it was going to be all rap songs because that's what he was known as. He was a rap guy. And as the story goes, he was working on this album, and just to kind of blow off steam, he was just plucking away at his guitar, sitting on his friend's couch. His friend was like helping produce the album. And his friend like burst in the room. I'm sure they've embellished the story a little bit, but it's basically like, "What the hell is that? What is that song? What are you doing?" And he's like, "I don't know, I'm just playing guitar." And they're like, "You play guitar? What? Like you're the House of Pain guy. What are you talking about? You play guitar?" And they talked him into, because he was like, what's the word? Like, not confident about this because he was the rap guy. He wasn't known as a guitar, singy, strummy guy. Plus, it's just, again, two genres that are so hard to meld. Very hard to mix hip-hop and anything, but especially hip-hop and, like, bittersweet blues-infused folk country, whatever the heck he does. So, yeah, this album was 50% rap songs, 50% guitar songs, and then after this, it was so clear that the guitar side was what was working out, that the Everlast albums from here on out, he has side projects and stuff, but mostly guitar from here on in. He still sprinkles in other stuff. But that's kind of neat too, is that because he has this pedigree as a hip-hop guy, his songs always do have little like hip-hop drums and like hip-hop scratches and little hip-hop things that if he just threw those in, that might seem corny, if he's just some random white guy who started doing that. But because he came up through this whole rap music system, it's all right for him. He can like meld it together. And it is such a cool mix. Like it's an unusual mix that not a lot of people do and is, I think, just hard to pull off. But he pulled it off real well. And yeah, this song, What It's Like, I mean, Jump Around is the bigger hit, probably 10 times bigger. But this is still a huge hit. Like for a guy to have two big hits in two completely different genres in the same decade, really weird. Like again, that's why this guy's career is so strange. And I think at this point, yeah, the music will just be a lot more digestible. This is when I really started getting into him. And I went back and I gained an appreciation for his hip-hop stuff after, but I only really became a fan with this style. And yeah, I'm sure you've heard this song a million times, but let's hear it a million and first time.
We've all seen the man at the liquor store begging for your change. The hair on his face is dirty, dreadlocked in for the main. He asked the man for what he could spare with shame in his eyes. Get a job, you fucking slobs, all he replied. God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in his shoe.
Yeah, pretty crazy too that there's only really 8 years between those. The first one was 1990, that was 98, and he's gone through so many changes already.
Okay, but we had mentioned the Beatles before. Do you realize that the Beatles, from the time they became famous in the United States,
7 years, I think.
4 years. They arrived in the United States in 1964. By 1968, they were done.
Right.
And they pretty well said they were going to go their own way. So that's 4 years. They did all that stuff. Although, I guess if you go back a little earlier than that, when they were playing in Germany and at the Cavern in Liverpool, if you count those in, that's another 2 years. So 6 years.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's what I had heard, 6, 7, whatever.
Let's say
Yeah,
6.
that their whole career was
Yeah.
surprisingly short.
Yeah. But that whole thing of when they really became like world famous, that would have been 1964. So all of those other changes that came after, that was just 4 years.
A lot of it too, I guess, just that's one reason why music fandom is a young man's game, a young person's game of just like being that keyed in to, actually pay attention to, in your case, the Beatles over a course of a few years. In my case, like this stuff or whatever, like you're actually focused. So what happens year to year matters, where nowadays it's like, I don't know, entire genres rise and fall and I'm not paying attention.
Now, the thing with this is I find that a really good music stands alone. It doesn't need video to enhance it. So I watched that video, but all the while I was listening to it, I said, the video's okay. It's well done. But that song really didn't need that video to support it. But that was an era, I know, that the 90s especially, everything had to have a video attached to it. But I think there was some decent music that always came along, didn't need video at all.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously that song became a big radio hit, so it got played plenty with no video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the video, it's pretty one-to-one. It's just he's describing
Sometimes
the little story.
Video is distracting but when a song is really, really good, and this one is, I don't feel that the video is necessary at all. But hey, it was the year of video.
Well, that's one thing too that's actually kind of a rare genre is the storytelling song. That this song is just here's the story of 3 different people, and that is a weird connection that I don't think comes up that often. Is that's more common in rap music, but also in like old school country. Country has all kinds of like here's the story of the trucker and his going down Route 77 and whatever. And yeah, it's just not something that gets combined very often. But it's those two things do kind of work together. But yeah, it's neat too that even though that's an acoustic song, it does have like that drum beat is very distinctly a hip hop drum beat. Little hip hop things they just put in, but just like subtly, just a little bit. But yeah, basically though even though he does still dabble all around, this kind of became the basic style from here on in. Is he still does different stuff all the time, but it was pretty clear that this was this was the formula, or however you want to put it. So.
Maybe the turning point or the pivot point of change.
Yeah, where it maybe no more like radical reinventions coming, but I mean he had plenty. He sure did have enough. And I thought I'd show you another song from this era. The album right after this is the one that just had its 25th anniversary that gave me the idea to go look at some Everlast videos. But as if enough stuff didn't happen to this guy, he had a heart attack right after this album came out. And there's this really cool song on his next album called I Can't Move. That obviously songs are kind of abstract, it's not exactly about this, but from what I understand, the kind of core first idea about it was, because there's so many songs about like staring death in the eye or whatever. I'm not scared, I ain't never scared, whatever. And the idea of this song that I thought was really interesting and like the kind of thing that you might only think about if you've had a heart attack and almost died is kind of doesn't matter if you're scared or not, because like the chorus of this song is, I'm not scared, but I can't move. Because like it doesn't matter if you're scared or not if you're having a heart attack. Like there's physical realities. If you can't move, it doesn't really matter how you feel about it. You're in big trouble. And that's not exactly what the song's about, but that's like the core little seed of it. And it's also just a cool song. So yeah, I'll play the song from Eat It Whitey's, the album that just turned 25 somehow.
away. And I'm not scared, but I can't move. I'm not scared, but I can't move. Hanging out on a weeknight, looking out for the street light, getting into some fist fight, trying to claim to my birthright. Wanna get near her, close enough to smell her, close enough to tell her all the things that I wanna say. Then I looked her in the eye, made her run away. And I don't care, but I can't move. I don't care, but I can't move. Laying up in the Soho, looking out of my window, pulling back on some endo, watch the breezes, the wind blow. Wanna get near it, close enough to hear it, close enough to fear it, close enough to say that I looked it in the eye, then it turned away. And I'm not scared, but I can't move. I'm not scared, but I can't move.
It's so funny too, because like if you just compare that to what it's like, it's in the same mold, it's pretty similar. But if you stretch back of like, some people think it's a sellout to rap over this beat, but I'm everlasting, I'll make it cool, or whatever, all the terrible bullshit he was doing. Or even, I'll smack your ass like John McEnroe, if your girl slips up, I'm smacking a hoe. Even like jump around, like none of it is like, it's still weird to me that's that guy. That's that same guy.
Yeah, I know that song too. That's a very good song.
So-
Yeah, very much different than his early stuff. But hey, he had to make a breakthrough somehow, and I guess he made it with the happy stuff.
Yeah.
And then he went his own way.
And again, yeah, like double lucky for both of these, the House of Pain and the acoustic career, that first one, no one noticed.
Well, and it is possible that he didn't have these songs that he's producing now. Maybe in those early days, he didn't have those in him. Like, when you're young, sometimes you just come out with whatever you think everybody else wants to hear. And you want to make a name for yourself. And that is more important to you than what you really want to say or really where your soul is. And maybe it's getting older, having things like a heart attack that really opened up this door so that he did produce this stuff.
Or even, it's a weird notion, because he was pretty emphatic about the idea that this, like, it's such a strange set of circumstances, too, that he knows how to play guitar pretty well enough, and he's writing these songs, but that he never intended, he's a musician, he's had multiple record deals, but he never intended to do that kind of music. Like, if his friend hadn't have, like, cajoled him, like, come on, mate, dude, like, just record some, let's just see how it goes. Maybe he just, like, that album with What It's Like on it would have just been a hip-hop album, and then who knows where that career would have went, but probably not as well. So yeah, just a lot of strange circumstances in this fella's life. That's though the end of the drama. Like, after the heart attack, I don't think anything else huge happened to him. He's just, continued to put stuff out and get older, and no other radical changes, no other crazy stuff. But I just thought that's the beauty of having everything available to us on the internet, because again, that album, that's the 25 years ago anniversary. So let me just show you a newer Everlast song now that he's got white hair, and he looks like Santa Claus now, because everybody gets old, including Everlast. So here's what he's up to more recently.
Government man keep calling my house, talking about I owe, harassing my spouse. Gotta park my truck on another block, cause the subprime loan got my ass in hot. Got a couple good friends with helping hands. I need a brand new job with a healthcare plan. They closed the plan, they stole my job and told me crime don't pay unless you ask the mob. So I smoke a little grass, drink a little wine, watch a little too, try to kill a little time. And every single day I fall a little more behind, but I'm paying it no mind, it'll all be fine. I get by, I barely get by, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie. Party people in the place to be, put your hands in the sky if you're barely getting by. Sounding on to the break of dawn, got to keep the rent paid and the power on. Yes, yes, y'all, and it never stops. I don't trust the government, I don't trust no cops. We dip and we dive and we socialize. We struggle and we strive just to stay alive. I get by, I barely get by. When I finally get home, I can't relax, cause I've been overworked and I've been overtaxed. My bank account's empty, all my cards are maxed, and I ain't looking for no pity, I'm just stating the facts. I voted for some change, and it's kinda strange, now it's all I got in my pocket. I bought a few LEDs, now I'm growing some trees, and it's a sweet fucking hustle, don't knock it. I told y'all before I would break the law to put food in my baby girl's belly, cause the senator man took a bribe in hand and went and shipped my job to New Delhi. I get by, I barely get by, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie. Party people in the place to be, put your hands in the sky if you're barely getting by. Sounding on to the break of dawn, got to keep the rent paid and the power on. Yes, yes, y'all, and it never stops. I don't trust the government, I don't trust no cops. I dip and I dive and I socialize. I struggle and I strive just to stay alive. I get by, I barely get by, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie, I barely get by. I stay a little high, I ain't gonna lie. Got it good.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a neat example, I guess, of, I guess he's diversified, or he's made
Kind
his,
of like a backtrack.
he's kind of, I guess, made his audience, like, just accept whatever style, because it didn't even occur to me till we started watching that. I'm like, oh, I guess this is more of a hip-hop song. He doesn't really play guitar in this one, because I just thought of it as like, oh, it's just another Everlast song. But I suppose it actually is more of a rap song, that one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's still like a mix. Like, he still performs it more like singing, sort of, 50-50.
He slows it down enough that you can really make out the lyrics, whereas in the earlier raps, he's kind of like rapping right along there, and he's very rapid. but these, no, he's slowed that one down. You can really hear what he's saying, but it's like going back in time.
This is funny, though, because also just putting these all back to back, it does also show he's very dedicated to not just doing flippant songs, because I was thinking specifically how this song has got, put your hands in the air if you're barely getting by or whatever, is the exact opposite of put your hands in the air and jump around.
Jump around, yeah. He's really into making like a social commentary in this, whereas in the earlier stuff, it's just happy songs.
Right. So yeah, that's basically the story of Everlast, but I will just play one more song that will just end our commentary here. We'll just go out with this song, but I just wanted to play this one song that's even a little newer than this, where it's just him performing live on somebody's podcast. And yeah, it's just just real good because and again all the weird mixes because he's sitting there with his guitar, but he also has a DJ guy on a laptop with some turntables doing the other stuff, and it just mixes so perfectly well. And I remember watching this because it's, again, not crazy fast, but there's so many words in this song. Like he's just got so much shit to say that I almost started feeling like midway through I was like, man, how does he not mess this up? How does he not forget words or fuck it up, like that he just spews all this stuff out? And then I had to remind myself, like, oh, he's a rap guy. You know, he's not Simon and Garfunkel. He's used to saying 8 zillion words and remembering them all. And yeah, it's just cool. It's just a cool mix of everything together. But yeah, that's the basic story of Erik Schrody and his continual just reinventions over and over and over. And yeah, not the most famous guy in the whole world, but those 2 songs at least, Jump Around and What It's Like, are like bona fide big time hits. So not bad at all.
Some of this other stuff, though, should have been good hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's also weird, too. I guess it's just the time and the place of, like, yeah, he's got a bunch of really, really cool songs that are, famous enough, but those are, I don't know, it's just, you can tell, you can feel it when there's that, like, breakthrough where a song really pushed through. And, yeah, that can only happen so many times. But, yeah, there's a lot of artists in the world, too, right? You can't get greedy. How many world-shattering hits can a person have? 2, I guess. About 2. But yeah, this last song is called Don't Complain. Everlast, Don't Complain Live. And yeah, we'll just go out on this.
Yeah. All right. DJ Melody in the house. Yeah. Joe Rogan Experience. Everlast. Come on. Brand new sneakers and a fat gold chain. We do the good cocaine, and we don't feel no pain. And no, we don't complain. And everywhere I go, people know my name. We got the money and fame, and they don't treat me the same. And no, I don't come pack of wood status, slaps and Stillmatic. Born to cause static like radical fanatic. Jump out the bins with my semi-automatic and rob all my friends like a fucking drug addict. I'm revolutionary, I'm very necessary. You couldn't bust a cherry, fuck your commentary. I'm so legendary, born again rhymer. Youngsters act scary when they round the old timer like yes sir, no sir, truly it's an honor. Farmer up drama, harvesting karma, kamikaze die bomber on suicide mission. My mental condition about to come to fruition. I'm all natural, no preservative, child superlative. You don't deserve to live, we never truly die, and God was never born. Tell your vision lies, watch that murder porn. Brand new sneakers and a fat gold chain. We do the good cocaine, and we don't feel no pain. And no, we don't complain. And everywhere I go, people know my name. We got the money and fame, and they don't treat me the same. And no, I don't complain. I smoke like Willie, I party like Waylon. I'm wilder than David Lee Roth and Van Halen. I'm bad shit crazier than Ye and Sarah Palin. Here's the smooth sailing on all these rough waters. Mothers love their son, fathers love their daughters. All the things they give us, all the things they bought us. The love that first made us, all the things they taught us. Like doing unto others, and loving all your brothers, and helping out your neighbors when they need a hand. But everyone went solo, went from thug life to YOLO. And it's hard to tell a woman sometimes from a man. So all the confusion, and everybody's losing, living fake lives up on Instagram. But everything's funny when you front for your money, while the devil executes his fucking master plan. Like brand new sneakers and a fat gold chain. We do the good cocaine, and we don't feel no pain. And no, we don't complain. And everywhere I go, people know my name. We got the money and fame, and they don't treat me the same. And no, I don't complain. You know I don't complain. Brand new sneakers in a fat gold chain. We do the good cocaine, and we don't feel no pain. No, we don't complain. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.